Hey, this is DM Alan. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started.
Last time on Roll with Advantage.
Everybody else went to go give dragon parts to the giants.
They say if we're gonna take out Orc Team 6, we're gonna need Tin and Kyo. If Diabolus, if they were to die, would their mind control wear off and Orca Team 6 would be fine again?
Yeah. And you just cleave it right in half as it's dipping down into the water, trying to escape Alex Mack style, and just it falls apart. Yes, parts of the sea. They all seem dead.
And Kinian kills 4 out of 5.
Yes. Nice.
Just the kill blow.
So, you can't possibly take damage right now then, Kyo, so it's gone?
I really cool, like, summon the glass staff back to myself with mage hand, because I am glass staff.
Yep.
And then I summon my mount to me.
Your mount?
My broom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I get up on the broom, float a good, 4 feet off the ground now.
Okay.
Or off the water level. And then I prestidigitize myself dry.
All right.
And at that point, it should be banished for good.
Yeah. All right. So, you all have a quick respite if you guys want to do anything. There is a corridor leading out of this room. Otherwise, there is a corridor backtracking where you came from. Sarissa is not here, and neither are the fire giants.
Do I hear the dragons still?
Perception check for me, please.
I think I'm going to have to use some of these potions.
You're pretty deep in the dungeon currently.
Oh, balls.
Or in the castle.
I drank one of my healing potions.
13.
And I got
13
almost
perception.
max healing out of it.
Nice. 13 perception?
Mm-hmm.
You hear fighting, but it's distant. It sounds like a dragon, like beating its wings and stuff like that. You hear some minor quiet roars, and you hear a shout from a giant.
I would like to head that direction.
Okay.
Let's go that way.
I just randomly reach into my bag for a bottle.
Oh, yeah?
If this is less than 100, it's going to be one of the 100 bottles.
Okay.
But I have 112 bottles on me, so I'm rolling a percentage plus a d12.
Okay.
And interesting. 96 plus 11.
Yeah, that's above 100.
Yeah.
So what are you doing then?
I grab out my flask of Kobold Shine.
Nice.
Like, this works.
Yeah. All right. After the the brief healing, Kinian charges down the corridor, leading outward. You guys eventually follow the sounds of battle, and when you start to get near, you hear a shot go off. You see a red flash in front of you, Minette. The corridor kind of like dog legs, so you don't see what happened, but it's a flash playing off the walls, and you hear like the roar of the dragon.
By the way.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything before entering the room?
I'm gonna use my prayer beads to cast Bless.
Ooh.
Okay.
3 people, I think? Yeah. So I guess Kinian, Bon, and Manette.
What does it do?
Add D4 to your attack rolls.
Yeah. And saving throws.
Yeah. Easier to hit. As we were running along, I littered basically 6 bottles of healing potions.
Oh, shit. How are
And-
you doing? What's your health at?
Full now,
Oh, okay.
but I left like 6 empties behind me, and now there's been 3 bottles of alcohol drank in this session so far.
I'm going to double a haste on Bon and Kinian.
Okay.
At what point did that happen? Like right at the doorway?
What, at the red flash.
Okay.
Okay.
As we go into initiative.
Yes.
Immediately before we go into initiative.
So your movement's
Haste
like
pops.
120 right now?
Yes. Yeah. Shit, yeah.
Or if I run.
So, initiatives, please.
22.
13.
15.
I got 14.
Minette,
14.
14, and you're going first?
Yep.
Okay. Kyo is... you turn the corner, and what you see is a red dragon who looks like it's taken a shot of something, and...
Absinthe.
no. And 2 fire giants dead on the ground. One's missing its head, and the other one is bleeding from its missing arm.
Oh. That's
And
Arms.
Arms plural. Nice.
and there are 2 discarded not thunder cannons next to them.
Yes.
Yep.
They are sized for giants. Let's.
That's okay. I can brace my back against the front of the trigger guard.
I was gonna say you're probably like
anyways, Tin, it is your turn. You see a dragon that is flapping in the air and is like breathing heavy. It has noticed you guys, but hasn't had a chance to take advantage of that. So its head whips around as you turn the corner into this room, and it squints its eyes towards you, and it says, "You."
hey.
Yo.
Since he's in the air, not on the ground, I'm gonna do guiding bolt.
Okay.
And that is a 27 to hit.
Yep,
which
that
I'm
hits.
Assuming hits. Cool. Doing level 1, so 46. 18 radiant. And next attack roll on it has advantage.
Nice. Let's see. It is now its turn. It flies over towards all of you and breathes a gout of flame. It's going to... It's a 60-foot cone. It's going to hit everybody. That's pretty friggin' big. Exhales fire. Everybody make a dex saving throw, please.
13.
Fail.
Oh.
16.
Fail.
19?
Fail.
Fail.
19 fails. 19 fails?
Yep.
He probably upgraded this dragon.
Dang.
This is standard dragon rules.
27.
That makes it.
That's right.
All right, so we got one person that succeeded.
I need my old ring back.
All right. Everybody that failed takes 55 points of fire damage.
Is anybody unconscious?
Keo, you're down?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh no.
You're resistant.
Oh yeah, I'm resistant.
You are resistant.
You only took 27.
Thank goodness. Yeah, because I was at -8. No.
So it is now Kinian, your turn. It's still flying.
I call out to him to polymorph back to Dragonborn or lose your wing forever, and I fly up with my hands on my cloak, hasted. So I close the gap, Rage Dragon Slayer pops out, and I swing twice at his wing, right at the joint at his left wing.
Okay, because you're hasted.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good.
basically landing on his back, essentially, and then swing. 22. Oh, it's a 19 on the die. Close.
2 hits.
3 hits.
Are we still blessed?
Should be.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to,
That's
when you take damage,
poopy.
you
Half of the damage.
Constitution save.
So you took
Constitution
55. You got to roll a
Is it
con
half the
save
dam-
of half the damage.
All right,
so-
so you're still hasted. Because my con save
Oh, I
was
need to roll a 27?
23.
Constitution save?
Yeah.
Oh, lol, no, that's
Oh, you're
physically
not-
impossible for me.
So we're no longer blessed.
We're no longer
Yeah.
blessed.
117 damage to his left wing.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
What the
Jesus
fuck?
Christ, dude.
Three hits with a Dragon Slayer sword or axe.
Yeah.
117?
Poopy. I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 5 on the d12s. But then I gotta add 9d6 because the 3 swings.
Jesus Christ. 8.
So that was basically my warning to him to change back or lose his wing forever. He probably wants to land.
I think it loses its wing, and it is incapable of flying now. It falls.
It only makes
Up
one
attack,
wing
up
attack.
attack, up attack.
How far?
It's going to fall. Kinian, you're falling
Yep.
with it.
Be Dexy.
Yeah, you can try and dex.
So he uses his dexterity to grab the wing
15.
and glide down slowly with it.
15 is.
I'm probably still hurt.
Yeah, you take 4 points of falling damage.
Halved. Because falling damage is bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep. All right. It is now Minette's turn.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
19 on the die.
Hits.
Yeah. So close to that crit. 33. Yeah, 33 points of damage.
Okay. It is now Kyo's turn.
And so the glass staff begins to glow, and I cast a shadow of a dragon behind me.
Okay.
And I say in my most commanding little boy voice, "Dragon, we've fought before and we won. If we fight again, you'll die. We are not your greatest enemy here. Work with us to fight the Kraken." And so it's a persuasion attempt.
Okay.
And, there was that force before. I don't know, does that give any help? But since it's with a dragon, I get double proficiency. Cocked. The cocked one was better. So that's 12 plus 14.
A 14.
14.
I
I rolled a 2. And I added 12.
You will have to wait to see how it reacts.
You got this, guys.
Currently, its posture is one of beaten, but that doesn't tell you anything outside of that.
My hand edges towards my wand of magic missiles just in case. Which is on my which is on it's like on my
pistol?
hip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a wand with a bent handle.
It is now Bon. Your turn.
If I hold my action, do I just hold one attack?
Yes, you hold one action.
Okay. I hold my one action
Okay.
Don't you have to
Until-
declare
For
the
what?
option too?
Yeah.
until the dragon makes a threatening move, so attacks any of my allies.
So you're getting next to it.
Do
So
you-
that you
yeah,
can
do
land
you-
the action, because you don't get to move and do
Yeah.
an action.
Yeah. Well, I assumed it was near us because it fell.
I mean, it's near you, but it's not next to you.
I move up to it and hold my action.
Okay.
Look menacing.
All right.
I'm like, oh, we're trying to convince it to. Okay. Yep. I'll wait.
10.
It comes up.
I am. So, item interaction, I can use a potion, right? It's not like just take it out and then I have to.
But that's your whole action.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my.
Drink
item
a potion
actions-
would be your action.
My action.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will do that then, even though I wanted to do more. And then I will kind of.
Smash the bottle on the ground menacingly.
I will.
Fuck you.
Cut
I'll
you.
kind of like break away from most of the party so that I'm spread out a bit more.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
Wow, good potion.
All right. So, the red dragon is going to, it is going to concede. It shifts back into, or it shifts to dragonborn form, and it is, it's like kneeled on the ground, and it says, "Free me, and I can bring Klauth to your aid."
Klauth to our aid.
Yes. The great and powerful Klauth, my father. He can come to your aid.
That's what dragon fathers like to do.
I'm going to insight this.
Yep.
Has
Yeah,
Kinian
me
heard
too.
Klauth before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Klauth, let's see. Epido talked about Klauth when you guys were moving through his airspace. That's when you regained the ship. That's where Shackle died the first time over, is over the Clouthian Vale.
And I think he's going to help the giants.
What's that?
I think he's going to help the giants,
No.
essentially.
What's your insight?
14.
14. He might come to your aid. It's kind of hard to read this person, but you think that this dragon might owe you a boon.
He might not technically aid us with the giants, but he might aid us in fighting the Kraken.
Right.
Well, it might just stop Giant Dragon War 2 from happening. So.
I apologize to him for the wing. I tried to warn you. I didn't mean to cut it off that moment.
It looks at the wing on the ground, and a tear kind of forms in his eye.
I say, it's okay, and I take out 2 copper pieces and put them on the wing.
I survey the room, though, like when he's talking. Do I
Yes.
see Sarissa?
No.
And how many giants were dead in here?
2.
The fire giants?
Yeah.
I look at the party, and I pull out the conch. I take him and I disappear with the dragon.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Do you just drop him off at the ship and then come back?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you come back in the greeting room, and in the greeting room, there is Sarissa with another storm giant, and they are shouting at each other. The one storm giant has a hood on and has like crackling energy from its fingertips.
Telepathically through the ring, I'm like, guys, I'm back. Circe's at the entrance.
You hear, "This is Kyo. Please leave a message."
yeah. So if I move at 240 feet per round, how long will it take?
You're probably gonna be. I'm gonna make this easy and say you guys are 2 rounds out. Okay.
Like, hey, Sarissa.
So like 1 for Bon.
Yeah.
Kinian slicks his hair back.
The ears perk up on his Craig cat.
Oh, that's bagged right now because it's wet.
Oh.
There are times that Tenuviel is a little sad she's the only female in the party.
Yeah. Sometimes.
There's no one to share looks with.
Kyo can share looks, because Kyo can be a girl too.
He's morphic.
Yeah, that's one of the kobold traits. They can balance it out. Actually, Kyo might be a girl now.
I just walk right up to Sarissa.
Yep.
And I put my arm like on her ankle. Like my hand on her ankle.
That would just sound so weird if not for the context of her being a giant.
How tall are storm giants?
They big boys.
Real
They're
tall.
like
They're
24 feet, 25 feet, something like
Yeah.
that.
They can. I think they
Probably
can
up to
approach
her
30.
knee.
All right, so let's roll initiative real quick.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh man. I'm not murdering Sarissa, am I?
You probably go ahead of me, though, because mine's a 23.
Mine's a 23.
Ooh, we get to decide who goes first.
Hey, you can go first.
Well, you can go first because
paper,
you're
scissors.
hasted.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
I'll get there first anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right, then I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So Tin got a 13. Minette, what'd you get?
6.
6. Nailed it.
Yep.
Kinian, you got a 15, right? Or no?
No, 8.
Sarissa is at a.
Am I still hasted?
Yeah.
How many more rounds do you think?
Well, I'd say no more than 2 rounds for you dropping the dragon off. Assuming you didn't chit chat, you're just like
5 probably.
drop off and then
Five
Sounds
left.
reasonable.
All right, so, Kinian, what you see is, you see Sarissa say, "Corey, it's me. It's your queen. Stop this madness." And Kinian, you want to react? Do you? So what you see is a purple storm giant in front of you, and its eyes are glowing with this orange glow. It is like shocking. It's got this electrical charge moving through its hands and around it. And it's moving menacingly towards Sarissa.
Is it at my actual turn?
Yes, it is.
I look up at Sarissa and I'm like, do you want me to subdue? Or do you want to flee?
Don't hurt her. I think I can get through to her.
Okay. And I bamf into a bat and fly up above.
Okay. All right. The hooded figure that Sarissa called Corey moves towards Sarissa, and during this time, Sarissa's like trying to talk her down, and Corey just all out wails her. Sarissa takes this hit right smack dab in the gob, and her nose starts bleeding profusely. Bon, you come down the stairs as you see Sarissa starting to take out her warhammer from her back. You are at a distance, but you could do something that is like something distance-wise. You can't get right up next to her.
My max is 30.
Your max is 30 feet?
Yep.
That's fine. You can do things at a distance. Just you can't strike like,
Okay.
with melee.
I say, "Hey!" and hit her with a fist of unbroken air.
Okay.
It's a strength save. She probably makes it because she's a giant.
That is going to be a strength saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 20.
Yep, makes it. Still takes
Pretty good.
20 damage halved, so 10 force damage.
20 halved, so 10
Oh,
force
wait.
damage.
34 halved,
Why 34?
radiant.
Okay. So 34 halved is 15 plus 2, 17. All right. It is now Sarissa's turn. She pulls back and strikes out at Corey and is going to hit. All right, and she lands a solid blow on Corey, right in the chest. Kinian, you are able to do things now.
I materialize right on Corey's shoulder, and my axe pops out, and I say to Sarissa, "Are we hurting her now?"
Hell yeah, we're hurting her.
My hair catches ablaze,
Okay.
and I'm striking non-lethal. I'm guessing a 16 misses. Or does it hit? It's caster type.
Storm Giant?
Yeah.
Oh, 16 hits.
Okay. 2 hits. Oh, both ones on the damage die. It's 48 damage total.
Okay.
Then I'm on her shoulder. Oh, I got one more attack. Because haste action. That's better. Ugh. 25 points of damage.
Okay. Corey, so Kinian, what you see from her is after you attack her, she turns her head towards you on her shoulder, and she blows hard. Just I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
She blows.
25.
Whoa! 25 is gonna be just fine.
My hair is looking all Fabio.
It's super fucking tasseled right now. So, Corey uses her legendary action to try to blow you away, Kinian. And when that doesn't happen, she whips her hand outward, and a crackle of lightning sprays from her hand into a lightning sword, and she stabs at you. That's going to be a 28 to hit. She stabs at you and hits you with the lightning sword. You take...
Ouch.
But he's wearing metal armor. Shouldn't it shield him?
Faraday cage, right?
Yeah.
Ben, same team.
It's pure lightning damage, correct?
Yeah, it's pure lightning
I take
damage.
it all.
You take 42 points of damage as the lightning burns into you. She laughs maniacally and does it again. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
That'll do.
34 points of damage right into your chest. And it is Kyo's turn. Kyo, you can see from a distance, so you are within spellcasting range. No melee range.
Doesn't do me much good.
Yeah, you have no movement left, basically.
I use my action to keep moving.
Okay, you can double move.
Yeah, because that's about all I'm going to be able to do.
Okay. Bon, your turn. Where are you moving towards? Are you just trying
here's
to...
my plan.
Okay.
I'm flying in, and I'm going to use, when I get within 30 feet, I'm going to quicken a mage hand
Okay.
to shoot out some of my 330 feet of hemp rope, and then I'm going to fly around her legs.
Okay. So that's what your next
That's
Kyo's
Kyo's
gonna
plan.
be. Okay.
That's Kyo's
All right.
plan.
So she sees Bon, and with her legendary action, she reaches back with the same hand that has the sword, and she throws the sword as a lightning bolt at Bon. Bon, make a dex saving throw.
I'm really glad haste gives you advantage on dex saves.
What do you got?
25.
Okay. You take
You have resistance against the damage too.
19 points of damage halved. So quartered.
So
19 halved.
Yep, which is
so with evasion,
9,
survive,
and
take
then
0 damage.
oh yeah, and then evasion.
Okay. I'm gonna smack her a few times.
Okay.
In theory.
You do also see pseudopods starting to come up from the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
20, 22, and 13. That is to hit.
They all hit.
Even the 13?
Yeah.
Oh.
Giants, guys. Giants.
Con save. Let's resolve this first real quick.
14.
That's not gonna do it.
Okay.
So she's stunned.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes. Yep.
That
We're
gives
good.
everybody advantage.
Okay, in that case, because she was stunned on the first strike,
Yeah.
I only do one strike.
Okay.
And 41 points of damage, and then I'm gonna start tying her up with my haste action.
Okay. Tying her up still takes a lot of work. So I mean, you're working at it, but she is not restrained from your rope yet.
I wouldn't think so,
Yeah.
but as she is stunned until the end of my round, I'm also gonna shout like, "Hey, tie her up, Sarissa, tie her up!"
Okay. It is now Sarissa's turn. Sarissa moves over as well, and she starts helping with the rope to restrain. Corey is now restrained. Tin, you are able to act from a distance. You have no movement left unless you double move.
I'm not gonna attack if we're trying to tie up.
Okay. All right. Do you do any buffs to anyone, or are you just are you holding an action?
I will hold my action and attack if the storm giant gets up.
Okay, just like a cantrip, Sacred Flame, or something like that. Because if you don't use the spell, it gets spent.
Yeah, cantrip then.
Okay. Kinian, your turn.
From its shoulder, I see the pseudopods,
Yeah.
and I'm like, guys, there's elementals coming, and I say, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, and basically rain down 3 hits on Corey because he's stunned. I got a crit in there on the 3rd swing,
Okay.
so I will resolve the first 2 swings. Both ghetto crits. So the first 2 swings, 35 and 35.
70.
Yep. How's she looking?
Fine.
And then my,
Kinian, fine.
then my third then my 3rd swing, I am going to use Orcish Fury to add another damage die to my swing, which doubles it. So that's 7 d12s.
Holy fuck!
Jesus Christ.
Because he gets the extra one for Barbarian, plus the
Yeah.
extra one for Half Orc, plus the...
Did you crit or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So many extra dice.
How do you end up with an odd number of dice when you double them?
Because Half Orcs get to add an extra die of the damage type.
Okay, so
Just
you
on
double
crits.
and then add.
Yeah, it's just one extra die.
58 damage on the 3rd swing.
Okay. All right.
Yay.
Manette, you enter the room and you see the pseudopods and you see this restrained giant that everyone's attacking.
With a fervor.
So
Yeah.
when she threw her sword,
Yep.
is it laying somewhere?
Nope.
No.
No, it's just lightning.
Okay. I guess I'd shoot the closest pseudopod to the group.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
38 points of damage.
Nice. She is incapacitated and cannot do anything. It is now the water elementals. 3 water elementals come out of the water. One looks to be having a harder time than the others holding its form. The water elementals move across the room and start attacking at the party on the stairs. which I think would be Tin and Manette. I think that's it.
Are they within 30 feet of me or no?
No, you're still on the giant, right? Yeah, no. Because the giant hasn't toppled.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. Hey everyone, I'm DM Alan. Thank you so much for joining us once again. This is Roll with Advantage, Season 2, Episode 44. Hey, thank you big time to Grand Con. That was an absolutely fantastic convention. We got to play a whole ton of board games and got to game with a bunch of fun people playing D&D and other RPGs. It was really great. We highly suggest it for next year. Now, if you enjoy the show and haven't already, go ahead and follow us on Twitter at DM's Table or on Facebook at The DM's Table. All right, now we're going to throw it over to Adam with this week's sponsor.
Thanks, Alan. Today, I want to talk to you guys about Audible.com. Audible is Amazon's audiobook platform, and it offers hundreds of thousands of audiobooks for your listening pleasure. I'm going to recommend that you check out Sufficiently Advanced Magic by Andrew Rowe and narrated by one of my favorite narrators, Nick Podell. It follows the story of The Tower, which is a magical dungeon setting jam-packed with traps and monsters. It has a unique runic magic system that the characters discover more and more about as they grow in power. If you are a fan of D&D but are looking for something with a slightly different flavor, check out Sufficiently Advanced Magic today. And if you want to listen to it for free, then let me tell you about the sweet deal Audible has for you. If you go to audibletrial.com/RWA, you'll get a free audiobook, as well as 1 month free subscription to Audible. I highly suggest it. I listen to Audible all the time, driving or doing chores, or just any other time where I feel like a little bit of fantasy in my life.
All right, go check that out. Now, let's talk about Incompetech.com. Incompetech.com is a phenomenal website. We've talked about it week after week. If you haven't gone and checked it out, go and check it out now. Incompetech does scores that nobody else has out there, and you can hear these scores pretty much anywhere because most of the stuff is free. It is fantastic for just prepping an adventure or getting your players in the mindset, listening to it while you play, or using it post-production like we do. And here's one of the scores that we absolutely love from them. Alright, that's all I have for this week. Let's get right back to the episode. See you out on the internet, guys. Bye. It is attacking now. 10 first. Ladies first. Disadvantage? Okay. Yeah, 1 and a 20. So first hit misses. That's a jack die. Second hit is at a 14. Misses. Minette. Jack die. Come on. That is a 9 plus 7, so 16.
Motherfucker, I need that better armor.
And
yes,
then
that hits, and then you are not at disadvantage.
Yeah, 2 on the next one, so that's not gonna hit. You take 6 plus 4, so 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the third one is going to try and overwhelm you, Manette. So
Player.
He's moving into my space.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Never mind.
So it's a strength save.
Nice.
24.
24 does it. You take 11 points of bludgeoning halved. So 5. Sorry. 5 points of bludgeoning. And it is now Kyo, your turn.
All right, so Kyo sees she's already tied up.
Yep.
And he sees the water elementals coming in. And so he flies in, and instead of tying her up more, he pops up I pop up a wall of fire
Okay.
facing outward away from us to keep the water elementals from getting into the.
How tall is the wall of fire?
Oh, so I can make it a box. It's us. I guess it's a 60-foot wall I can make. So or a ringed wall, 20-foot diameter.
So where are you placing this?
Around the.
Because they're currently the water elementals are around Minette and Tin. So you're surrounding.
The giant appears dealt with as I come into the room, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're creating a way to keep them in with Tin and Minette.
No, I was trying to keep them away from them, like
from the rest of the group.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
From the rest of the group.
So you
you're
guys
doing it
are on your
around
own.
The two
got
giants,
this.
Kinian and Bon.
Yeah, just
Okay, I got you. All right.
And it's 60
Cool.
feet tall.
Bon.
I lose a turn.
Why do you lose a turn?
Haste drop.
Concentration.
Oh, gotcha.
I
Okay.
go, whoa. So at the end of my turn, she's no longer stunned.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, she starts to swirl. Her form swirls,
Oh.
and the pool that's in this room also starts to swirl, and her form turns into water and moves into the pool of water.
Do I get my... No, okay.
Nope. So she turns into this vortex and gets sucked through the water, turning into this whirlpool. And the whirlpool moves down, creating this suction force down in through the place that you guys have traveled before, down to where the crabs are. You remember where the crabs are and all that stuff? There's a whirlpool forming down there.
Do any of us get sucked along with her? Or?
Like I was on her shoulder. Am I sucked down the hole?
Nope, you did drop though. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall 30 feet. So you drop, and the rope drops around you, and Sarissa says, No, this isn't what I wanted. Sarissa's actually going to move over to where the wall of fire is, and she says, Kyo, drop your spell. We need to disperse these elementals.
Okay.
And you, and she holds her action until your spell disperses.
You gotta wait till your turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
that's right.
Yep. Tin, your turn. There are 3 water elementals around you guys.
I'm gonna swing at one of them with Lightbringer.
Bring in the light!
20 to hit.
Yeah, you hit it.
8 points of radiant damage, and then
Okay.
7 points of bludgeoning.
All right, you damaged the one that was having a hard time holding its form together. And Kinian, what do you do?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Oh, that's right. Minette.
I guess I'll shoot the one that's getting hurt.
Yep.
20 to hit.
Hits.
38 points damage.
All right. It looks rough. Water elementals bringing the pain here. Ladies first. Yep. That's going to be not a hit. 13. And that is a 15.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. It's going to go after... the other one's going to go after Minette. And that is a 18.
It's
And a... Oh, wait. It doesn't get anything on it. Jacked up. And that's going to hit as well. Minette, you take 12. And you take 17. And then there's one more. One more is going to attack Tin. That is a... not gonna hit. 13. That Cloak of Displacement was doing you good. 17. Does that hit?
Nope.
Damn, it did you really well. And that is the Water Elementals. Kyo, your turn.
At this point, Kyo does what he should have done in the first place, and he pulls out his little pot of ink
Yep.
that he uses for when he writes stuff, and 3 droplets fly out, hitting the 3 water elementals.
After dropping concentration.
Well, casting
Yeah.
the new one would.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
drop it.
I don't know what you're doing. so-
And then that's casting banishment at 6th level, which can target 3 creatures.
Oh, okay.
And so each of the 3 water elementals has the ink, which is something they would hate because it would make them like dirty,
Yeah.
flies to them, and they each have to make a DC 17 charisma save
Okay.
or be banished back to the plane of water.
So meets or exceeds, right? So we've got a 17,
What kind
a
of
4,
baller?
and a 18.
These are very, very
rolled-
charismatic.
He rolled 18 and 19 on 2 of the die. So.
Yep. -1.
Yeah, I was thinking elementals. Usually, this works great against.
Yeah. So you see one just like and disappear.
It was one that was undamaged, though, right?
Yeah. And after you do that, Sarissa finishes her action, swinging her warhammer just through these water elementals. Yep, that's gonna hit, and she does probably a lot of damage with that sucker. All right, she kills one of the water elementals, and the other water elemental is strucken.
Strucken.
Stricken. And that is it like disperses the water, but the water then reforms. Next is Bon, your turn.
I'm gonna run up to a. Don't need 3 in here anymore. I'm gonna run up to a water elemental.
Okay.
Elemental P. And I swing twice. 26
Someone
and a
punch
22.
him right in the face for me. What was that?
26 and a 22
For damage?
to hit.
To hit hits. Yeah.
24
Okay.
and 14, 15, 20, 27 for the second.
Okay. Excellent. Sarissa is attacking again. Ooh, critical. And she swings down the hammer and splats it, just dissipating the entire elemental. It has died.
She's a badass.
She is a badass with
Good for you, Kenny.
a real badass hammer.
Hey.
And like a strand of hair is hanging in front of her face, and she looks up at you all and she says, Corey is the whirlpool in Maelstrom. She's going to be one storm giant that's going to be very hard to reckon with. And after she says that, a bolt of lightning shoots out from the whirlpool. Keo, the lightning bolt comes at you. You need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Come on, roll another 20. 15.
15. You take 28 points of lightning damage.
Ouch. Let me add these up.
And it is Tin's turn.
And depending on the maths,
So it just came out of the vortex, but Corey did not come out of the cortex?
The vortex, yeah.
Or the vortex.
Yep.
There's just one water elemental left, so I'll swing at it.
let me see.
No,
there's
no, it's gone. It's gone. He only, unless it comes back. Does it come back, Ben?
Let's see.
Then is
It's
there anything for me to
concentration.
attack?
Not sure yet.
Yeah. Oh, crap. Anybody have inspiration?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah,
has
sounds
it-
like
Yes,
you got a target.
yes, a water elemental pops back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Animus.
All right.
Unless the 7 hits, which I really doubt.
No. Kinian, a water elemental has popped back. There's also a swirling vortex that seems to be attacking your party members.
Kinian with basically like blood running down like the left side of his face, like out of like my eye socket essentially. I drop to a knee and hold my axe out in front of me and draw on the power of my ancestors.
Okay.
8 berserkers appear, and without even getting up from my knee, I point to the water elemental.
Okay. And they run an attack at it. Unleash your berserker fury on it.
Does anybody want to run some berserkers? They attack
Yeah, I got you
recklessly.
I've got the stats too.
I got a crit.
All right, so
I got
Attack.
2.
a couple. I got a crit.
hits.
So don't even roll the damage dice.
Just a
So,
swarm.
Yeah, a swarm of berserkers just run towards the water elemental, and they all just at the same time, like magic missile, just all strike. The water elemental just disperses completely.
And my hair is soaked wet. There's no flames or anything. And I basically watch them destroy the water elemental, and I gesture toward the water. So
Okay.
they use their remaining movement.
So they're able to get to the water and jump in. They like jump in attacking style, right? And they're jumping into the mouth of this vortex. When they jump in, give me a Constitution saving throw for the berserkers, please. It's a +3.
21 and 18.
Mine got 9.
I'll do 4 of them. What's my modifier?
3.
So I got a 21, an 18, an 18, and a 5.
Okay, anything under 20 fails.
Okay.
They take 69 points of damage.
How many hit points do they have?
67.
3 poof away.
Mine poofs away.
On my
Sorry.
poof.
You got 1?
Yeah!
Well, I had
2.
4.
So how many is left?
2.
2.
Okay, so Kinian, you see your ancestors just
Just blendered.
yeah. There's 2 like stuck in this vortex, and they're still like crying out in their ancestral battle rage. It is now Minette's turn.
That didn't work so well.
It gave you guys knowledge of what going into that pool does.
I think I'm going to turn invisible,
Okay.
and I probably can't use my cunning action to cast Mend, but I think really hard about doing it.
All right. Another bolt of lightning strikes out from the whirlpool.
Now, is this a spell?
No. It strikes Kinian. Give me a dex saving throw.
13 probably fails.
13 does fail. 38 plus 5.
I choose not to die. I'm actually going to use Relentless Rage and save my Relentless Endurance.
Okay.
What does that do?
There's a DC 10 con save to stay at 1 hit point.
Oh,
And it goes up. The DC goes up 5 every time I do it. So next time I try to do it, it's going to be 15.
Sarissa says, we need to somehow try and draw her out. She took the piece of 6 from me. Maybe she wants the other 2.
do you have the other 2
Upstairs.
You left them unattended?
I hit
in
them.
your throne room?
Yes.
Detailed description. Go.
What do you mean?
He's
Tell
fast.
me where it is. I'm very fast.
Oh, she hands you a very tiny box, like a little chest, which is it's like palm size for you, and she says it's behind my throne. You saw me pull it out last time.
Yep, I remember that.
Go quickly. If you guys stay in this room, we stay in initiative.
Well,
It is Kyo's turn.
Kyo's turn.
Are you running?
I am walking very quickly in a run-like manner.
Okay. Bon, you flash up the stairs.
I'm at 4 hit
double
points.
move,
so-
120
yeah.
feet per round.
Yep. All right. Sarissa picks Tin and Kinian up. She doesn't know where Minette is, and she bounces out of the room. She runs.
And I'm like looking up at her, like
Yeah.
I like scorched marks from the lightning.
Yeah. You running? Or are you sticking behind and trying science things?
I'll leave. I'm staying invisible, though.
Okay.
I cast Cure Wounds on Kinian with my prayer beads.
The vortex is gonna release lightning. As time goes on, it releases this lightning as a discharge. Maybe you can time it somehow and try and stop the whirlpool enough to maybe swim down there safely. I don't recommend fighting her in her lair, but if we can draw her out somehow, maybe we can take her that way. She's gotta be weak by now.
You get 23 hit points, Kinian.
Ooh.
Damn! That's like one hit.
So now that people are out of the room, right? Annette, you're out of the room, just invisible. Bond goes up to the room. You present the box, and when you open the box like Sarissa did, another box comes out of a dimension in the chair, and it is open as well. And you see inside it there is a wooden bowl and a shard of amber.
Ooh, I take them both.
Okay, and you shut the box, and it disappears into the dimension. Running back, you hand. Do you hand them over to Sarissa, or do you just give her the box back, or you keep everything?
I'm going to disperse it a little bit. I give the box to Sarissa.
Okay.
I'll give the shard to Kinian, and I'll use the bowl to draw her to us out of the maelstrom.
Vortex.
The vortex. Okay.
I start drinking potions.
And I also heal Kinian for 14 hit points.
Okay.
Let's see, 10. I am going to drink my supreme healing potion.
Okay. Is everybody taking a quick second to
6 seconds.
patch up then?
Patch up.
Yeah. Okay. And over these few seconds or so, this minute of breathing time, you see like shots of lightning just in the room discharging. Sarissa says, "So what kind of trap are we laying for her?"
Why don't you all just prepare something? I'll go in there and say, if you want this piece of 6, and hold up the bowl, come and get it, and providing something happens, I'll book it to this room.
Okay. Do you all have any illusion spells? Maybe we can trick her instead of putting a actual piece of 6 at risk. No offense, Bond, but you're small. And she's large.
It'd take me 10 minutes, though.
I'm pretty fast, and
We don't have
I get
10
out of
minutes.
the way of things. I also reach into my bag and pull out a hat and put it on. And then 2 bowls are in my hands.
Okay.
Say I could do this too. I mean, it's the hat of disguise.
Yeah.
Manette, here's a bowl. Don't lose it.
Minette's invisible. You put your hand out and you're like, Minette, take
It
the bowl.
disappears.
Nice.
Is it the real bowl?
Yeah, it's the real bowl, and you have the real shard.
I take it and put it in my portable hole.
Okay.
I know you're trying to split them up, but Kinian at this point is like, no,
You
What, the
take
shard?
What? The shard or the
the
bowl?
bowl. Both of them.
Go ahead and try.
Dex save. Yeah, contested Dex at that point.
Against Bond, not against
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So what do we add to the roll?
It's a acrobatics / your
I'd be a sleight of hand.
sleight of hand.
Oof. I didn't roll
4.
great. 18.
4. Yeah.
Like mine.
Yep. And you're just like, nope.
Also, I slap Kinian.
All right. So
I've been through this before, man. Trying
She's-
to take my shit.
She says, enough with your bickering. This needs to be dealt with. Orca Team 6 is... It's on the loose at this point. Corey needs to be dealt with.
Okay. So we're good? Everybody's gonna lay in wait, and I'm gonna go and try and get her?
Let's do this. Little one, can you cast invisibility on maybe me and somebody else? Maybe we can hide and lay in wait.
Do you want to be enlarged?
If I ever had a chance with Sarissa, now's the time. Let's engorge this barbarian. I mean, enlarge this barbarian.
God.
You are enlarged.
All right. I'm large.
Nice. What say you, Kyo?
I guess I could do 2.
Okay. So you do Sarissa and who else? You could invisible Kinian.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know about this.
As soon as I was enlarged by Manette, I walked out of the room and said I'd be right back. And moments later, I returned carrying a red thunder cannon.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
I'm all right with this.
Yes.
Can I carry 2 of them?
You can carry 2. You can't use 2.
I'm carrying 2, and I'm setting them at the top of the stairs, kind of pointed at the whirlpool.
Sarissa reaches out her hand and takes one.
Yes.
And
Don't cross the beams.
Yeah, as she grabs it, she goes invisible. And
you guys can be thunder cannon buddies.
you hear a
modified thunder cannon.
yeah, you hear a let's do this.
Okay, Ripley.
Yeah. All right. So how do you guys want to do this? Lay it out.
I'm going to the other room.
And taunting her out into a hallway.
Everybody else is just
You're waiting in the hallway.
waiting.
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
waiting in a
okay.
hidden spot where she can't
I
see
mean,
me easily.
Okay.
how far away do we feel like we need to lure her from her lair?
Before Sarissa goes anywhere, she says, "We probably want to lead her up into the auditorium."
And we are in the jazz room.
All right. So Sarissa takes up point where the crab was, and she lets you guys know where she's at. She's got her gun trained on the entrance.
I'm at the bar, staying busy while waiting.
You're drinking.
I'm drinking.
You've got
Busy.
you've got a gun, and you're just pointing it in all the wrong places because you've never held. You don't know what a gun is.
Gun safety? What's that?
Yeah, you actually look down the barrel to make sure everything's gonna work fine, and you're drinking a bottle of alcohol at the same time.
Guns and alcohol. What's
So
And
America?
Manette's shaking his head, but nobody can see it.
I just kind of sit at the bar counter and just kind of indicate to Kenyon, give me a drink. 'Cause
Shot.
Whatever.
We're doing shots.
The biggest shot, or the smallest shot here, is a 16-ounce glass. So you get a tall of a really strong whiskey.
But while I'm doing this, I'm keeping my eye on the entryway because
Yes.
I want to do a thunderball
Like,
or
I'm
fireball.
thinking this is Wild West. That's why I'm behind
Yeah.
the bar, and because bar.
Yeah, bar. Okay. Keo, where are you hiding?
In the chandelier.
Nice.
After filling up
Nice.
I had an empty flask,
Okay.
so I'm filling that with giant booze.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting fucking smashed.
How many types
before
of,
before the big boss battle?
See,
I'm gonna
gin,
fly
whiskey.
in there.
Liquid
Everybody's gonna be
courage,
like,
Alan.
I didn't say I was getting smashed.
Welcome to the party.
I'm just having a drink or 2 or 3.
Get off my back, DM.
Kenion's probably getting pretty close now, but you enlarging me helped my tolerance.
Yeah. I'm a nice DM. I won't make you guys roll con saves.
I'm not drinking.
All right.
Good.
So
We've been to Maelstrom before, so we already drank their alcohol before.
Right.
Are we ready to do this?
yes.
Okay.
So
Somebody say a
Bon,
booze type.
I fly into the
Liquor.
room.
So Bon, you glide down the staircase, moving into the room.
And I say, Dormammu, I am here to bargain.
So you say that, and the whirlpool just
Do you say it again?
give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 23.
23. You make it.
I take no damage.
Okay. That makes it easy. So it's just, and the whirlpool starts to slow, and you see lightning leaping from the puddle out across the flooded plain, and from the water starts to manifest this storm giant. It's almost like water elemental-esque. Comes up as clear water and then starts to solidify from the hood downward. It becomes opaque and starts moving towards you. And she says, "My master demands the pieces of 6."
Well, it's really simple. Catch me, and you can have this. And I take off.
She leaps at you, and I need you to... Are you hasted or no?
No.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity roll. Use your proficiency, I would say, because you're flying.
Okay.
It's just straight roll plus dex plus proficiency.
He's fine.
27.
Okay. You are able to gain ground between you and Corey, enough to taunt her, but also enough to keep out of her range.
I throw back I thought giants were fast.
She whips her hand out, creating a lightning sword, and throws it at you, moving up the stairwell, and it misses, playing off the stairs. She chases you up into this room.
Not a very good aim either.
Like, I hear this all going down.
Yeah.
And like Kinian turns to Tenuvial and she looks up at him and he's got like the drunk squints going on. and I'm like, he's gonna be all right? Because he's fast.
Just make sure to not point the end of that thunder cannon at any of us.
And he's pointing it in Kyo's direction, and he's like, "Oh!" And Sarissa's like, "Get that gun down range."
I kind of take my hand and like slide over the thunder cannon's barrel to aim the correct way.
Bon, you fly through the door, and after Bon comes through, you don't see anything, and you don't see anything, and then you see a form appear next to Kinian, and she punches the ground, coming out of invisibility, and a thunder wave is let off from the punch towards the ground. Give me a Constitution save, Kinian. Also 10, you are within the radius.
Only 15.
Only a 15 fails.
Now, is she behind them, like in relation to the...
She is in front, so she's more towards the middle of the room, if that makes sense. You fail as well?
Yeah.
All right. You both take 17 points of thunder damage, and you are pushed backwards. 10, you fall. 12 points of bludgeoning damage, you land prone.
17 and 12?
Yes. And then Kinian, you are just pushed back into the bar. All right, so everybody take their turn, their held action, starting with Kinian.
Was I knocked back from...
You're just pushed back. You can move to hit her. It's fine.
Well, I had the gun out is what
Are you
I'm
gonna
asking.
clubber with it? That's probably more what Kinian would do.
Yeah, I mean, you could club her, or you could try to shoot her point blank.
Let's see what this thing does.
Okay.
Shoot her point blank.
All right. So how this works is you go to pull the trigger. Roll me a d4, and odd is you miss, even is you fire.
I fire.
Okay. Give me a disadvantage because she's too close.
She's on the die.
Okay. So it does miss, but it fires wildly, splashing across the wall. For future reference, you have What's your dex mod?
+2.
+2. You have a +6. It's just the +2 plus the +4 from the weapon.
Okay.
All right. So it is now. Annette, go ahead and do your held action.
20 to hit.
20 hits. Yeah.
Sneak attack.
Yes.
Oh, nice. 42 points of damage. I rolled 1-1, and the rest were 4 or above.
Holy shit. Nice. After your oh wait, no, this is a surprise round essentially. It is 10. You can do your held action.
Okay.
You can see her. She does have 3/4 cover just because of where you're at, but you can see her.
I get up, and then since I can't change my held action, I will cast Fireball.
Okay. You can aim it so that it's only going to hit her.
I'm going to aim it so that it hits her only.
Yep. Dexterity saving throw, and she gets a 14.
She fails. And I'm doing this at level 7. 40 fire damage. Add 3 to that. Because I can change any 1 into a 2 on fire.
Nice.
What?
Forgot about that.
That's a pretty cool feature.
All right, Ben.
So immediately following that fireball
Elemental Adept.
is the other fireball. But this one's at 3rd level. And
Yes.
did she make a 17
No.
DC? No, okay. Then she takes 34 more fire.
All right, everybody. We're going to re-roll initiative at this point. Oh wait, Sarissa. Sarissa needs to take her shot.
See if this cannon actually does any damage.
All right. So you just hear a click, and that's it. Was that greater invisibility? Okay.
That's the only sort of invisibility I do.
Manette, what'd you get?
For initiative?
Yeah.
6.
6. All right. Corey got a 7. Keo,
I had a 14.
14. Bon,
19.
19. Sarissa got a 19 as well. She is going to go after Bon.
Okie dokie.
19. 10.
11.
Kinian.
17.
17. Nicely done. All right. All right, Bon. It's your turn.
Okay, I mime putting the bowl in my pocket, but it just
Yeah.
disappears.
Yeah.
It's just more for show at that point. And I say, my turn. I'm going to go up to her and whack her twice. In theory. 13.
Hits.
Suck it! And a 28. You want to make a con save?
Yep. No, 28.
Go ahead and make another con save.
Can do it on every strike.
Yep.
15?
She's stunned.
Shit, son.
She's gonna die.
God dang.
Hang on, I gotta fudge my key.
That probably hoses all of her legendaries too, because
Yep.
she's stunned.
Yeah, because, yep.
All right, so now to resolve the damage portion of this.
She couldn't catch a fucking
14,
break tonight.
18, 20, 23, 26, 33 on the first, 19 on the second.
Excellent. It is now Sarissa's turn. She tries one more time. And just click, click, and she says, "Piece of shit!" And you see it, like, fly across the room.
And then, boom!
Kinian, your turn.
A gun just appears flying.
A giant gun.
Yeah.
Kinian's like still kind of like winking like from drinking.
Okay.
And I look at this gun that I just missed with, and does it somehow look like it's a giant maul?
Oh, yeah.
To me?
Yeah. I mean, it's easily like, oh, this clearly doesn't get pull the trigger. You gotta grab it by the end of the barrel and hit with the stock.
No
Duh.
wonder you missed.
Yeah.
So I start Kinian actually starts nodding like I am right now,
Yeah.
just like up and down, like a smile, and recklessly swing the thunder cannon at Corey.
Okay.
Am I proficient with thunder
It would be
cannon?
a maul. Yeah.
As a maul?
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be a hit.
Okay.
7 on the die plus a ridiculous bunch of other stuff is gonna make it work.
You've got advantage because she's stunned. So
Yep. So that's 2 hits. So what's the damage die when you use this as
a maul is a 2d6 bludgeoning.
but a giant maul?
Whatever giant does. I don't know. I didn't. You
I'm not
cast the
technically
large.
giant size.
Yeah, it's in a large. So I think. Yeah.
Yeah. A giant weapon is generally 3 times the damage of a regular one, but
Oh.
I'm not giant sized
Yeah.
to wield a giant weapon. We're going to say we got 32 points of damage on the first swing and 27.
All right. She's been looking rough, so she looks rough. Real
Side
rough.
note, I did not raid
Okay.
this engagement.
Okay. It is now Kyo's turn.
Is there a way to place a fireball that doesn't hit my allies?
Yeah.
Okay. I use the last of my sorcery points to quicken a fireball. And that fireball, if she fails the DC 17 dex,
Yeah, she fails.
alright, that one does
Well, she auto fails. She's stunned.
Yeah.
takes 36 fire damage. And I follow it up with a fire bolt for 19 fire damage.
Okay. Describe your kill.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Well, kaboom pew. And as she's engulfed in flames, she never sees the one that gets her.
She's engulfed in flames, and you see just one piercing bolt of flame, and
Makes like a smoke ring.
yeah, a smoke ring right in the center of the chest.
Center of mass.
Yes, and she slumps, and she lets out this like gurgle gasp as the pink brackish blood flows from her mouth.
And I yell, "Fire beats water!"
I try to catch her
Okay.
because I
Yep.
fear that she's going to damage my alcohol.
You catch her, and you slowly let her down.
like
And-
it looks like he's being gallant, and then as soon as she's like below table level, he just lets go.
You slowly let her down, and as you're letting her down, you see her eyes stop glowing and they become clear. And she says, "Beware of the abelisks," and she dies at your feet. And that's how we are going to end tonight. Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.